What is up, Trouble Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news.
Breaking news! Patch 1.7 has just been released for Overwatch. Will it finally kill the infamous tank meta? CTF has also been released. Will it conquer over competitive to become the best game mode? And finally, and most importantly, is there another hero in the game with balls around his neck? All of this and more in today's episode of Overwatch Alert. Hey guys, it's Pam57 and welcome back to another video. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be doing another update video. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be talking about patch 1.7, which also includes the Lunar New Year Chinese update May thing, balls around Reinhardt's neck, yeah. So priorities first, obviously we have to talk about the most important thing about this event, and no, it is not capture the flag or the balance changes. It's, they gave Reinhardt balls around his neck. I mean, seriously guys, Reinhardt's my favorite character. They gave Zenyatta balls around his neck, but giving Reinhardt balls around his neck, that is too far, man. You're going past the boundaries. Don't ask me why they did it, but I will give them the benefit of the doubt because the hammer is very, very cool. So now that we have, our first priorities out of the way, I think we need to get on to, the other sort of mediocre stuff, starting with CTF. Capture the Flag came out, and how is it? Well, it's good. Is it as good as the clickbait title suggested? No, it's not better than competitive. I need something for people to click on the video. Anywho, the game was really good, as you guys can see. I have some footage of it in the background. I've played it for like a solid 3 hours. It's a really, really fun game mode. And I think I might like this one even a little bit better than Junkenstein's Revenge, and that was a really good game mode. I do think it sort of had to make up for the maze snowball, whatever it was. See, I already forgot what it was. That's how not memorable it was. But I think it made up for it, and it might have even surpassed Junkenstein's Revenge. So kudos to you, Jeff Kaplan. You did well. CTF, that went well. We have balls around Reinhardt's neck now, if you want to have that skin, so, sure. And then, the last thing that we're going to talk about in this very short update video is going to be the new balance changes. So, we have a lot of balances here. I'm not going to be doing what I did last time where I just read off the facts and stuff. I really thought that was honestly sort of boring. So I'm going to try and mix it up this time. I'm not going to be necessarily talking about exactly what's in the patch. I don't even have the patch notes up right now. I'm just going off of what I know and how I think this is going to affect the game. But the most important thing, like I said at the beginning, is this going to finally kill the tank meta? And I think it is, guys. I think Jeff Kaplan has done a good job. Of course, last time I said that it was the most balanced patch. I was wrong as hell. But this time, I'm feeling this is going to get rid of the tank meta. I feel like we're going to have some different heroes in the mix. I think Reaper's going to come back. Obviously, he is a tank killer, but he's not limited to that. He's also a very good hero. Anyways, I think it's going to bring back the 2-2-2 comp, may introduce a 1-3-2 comp featuring 1 tank and 3 DPS. I think that would be very interesting. I'd like to see that. That seems really cool. So I hope we can make that work, because I want to see more DPS in the game. Even though I am a tank main, I feel like I can secure my Reinhardt slot, and I don't need to be worried about that. But, I think it really would be nice to see things mixed up, because we've been in this tank meta for over a month now, and it's sort of getting a little stale, because no matter what they've tried to do, we haven't been able to get out of it. So, of course, what do I think is going to make this change? It's probably what you guys are thinking of. If you don't know what was in the patch notes, you're probably thinking, Penguin, are you crazy? Just because we got a new Reinhardt skin doesn't mean that tanks are not meta. No, no, that's not it. So a lot of nerfs were in this patch. There were a few buffs, but a lot of nerfs. D.Va got hit pretty hard. I think D.Va's still going to be really good. Roadhog just got straight up changed. I'm not going to explain Hook 2.0 because, well, 2.1 or whatever people are calling it now. This new hook, it's different. It's significantly different. I honestly think it might be better because having a consistent one-shot is a little bit ridiculous, but I think it also makes it a tiny bit more fair in some respect. So, yeah, they did a good job with Hook 2.0, but what is going to get rid of the tank meta? Well, it's mostly the Ana nerf. The Ana nerf, well, Ana's still going to be a great hero, don't get me wrong. She's still going to be the best hero in the, best healer in the game. She's still going to be able to put out the most healing by a good margin, but I do think it will allow room for other healers to maybe step up. They might need some more buffs like Mercy and stuff, but I feel like we can have some new healers step up onto the plate instead of the standard Lucio Ana, which we have been running for the longest time. So basically the nerf was, I believe, a 50% decrease of the extra healing given by a biotic grenade. So this means you can't just charge into a team of 6 and have your Ana keep you up, because she did like transcendence-like healing with the biotic grenade and then spamming shots onto the tank. I mean, obviously that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but it was insane the amount of healing she could put out. Now I think it is a little bit more balanced, and since we can't have like as much healing going around, keeping up 3 tanks is going to be significantly harder, and I think it's going to allow DPS to sort of come in and take their spot back as the damage characters, because the damage characters before, well, they were D.Va, Zarya, heroes like that, but now I think the DPS slot is going to be taken back up by the offense and defense heroes. Speaking of defense heroes and capture the flag, defense heroes are very viable. So yes, in Capture the Flag, defense heroes they're not only viable, but they're also very good. Setting up a Bastion or a Torbjorn, or Bastion Symmetra, or Bastion Torbjorn, or setting all these things up, it's quite common, and these defense heroes are very good. Speaking of defense heroes, though, in competitive, you guys might be seeing a lot more Widows and Hanzos, because I think the snipers are becoming a lot more of a less troll pick now. Of course, they always get hated on a little bit for those players who are not good at them and decide to insta-lock and not switch off, but we can't change that. That's the player base. But yeah, so that's about all that's come through on this update. It is quite amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already to join the Penguin Army. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.